A Good Samaritan jumps in the rough waters off the coast of Belmar, saves someone. It involved a couple of cops, the Coast Guard, but he ended up having to go to the hospital, and he had a bill, and he asked the mayor if he could pitch in and help out. No dice. The good news is the hospital did waive the $500. We're joined now by this Good Samaritan. You may call him a hero. His name is Christian Falkenstein. Christian, welcome to Chasing News. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
All right, so I got to ask you, first of all, just tell me what the scene was. There was a rip current. You saw somebody needed help. You were playing volleyball, not paying attention. What happened?
Yeah, so I basically was playing volleyball. I went back to do a jump serve, and on my way walking back, I had noticed a ton of commotion going on the beach. People were pointing in all different directions, and I looked out to the water, and I saw a guy bobbing up and down, signaling his hands in a distress signal. So I looked at my partner. I said, that guy's drowning out there. I looked around. Nobody was around to make a rescue, so I headed to the water and made my way in.
I don't want this to take away from the fact that I called you a hero earlier, because I do think it is heroic what you did. You put your own safety at risk. But it did take a couple of police officers to come out and help get you and this distressed swimmer out. So at what point did you think that anybody owed you the $500 deductible?
That's pretty funny. So when I was walking out, I had seen people signal to the police officer. So it did appear that help eventually was going to be on its way. So my thought process at that time was just to keep the victim's head above water until more help, came out on its way. And it was probably an additional 10 minutes. The cop had to take off his uniform, his holster, his boots. I mean, it's like a whole production. And this guy, he was clearly struggling. He didn't have that type of time.
I know the good news is the hospital waived the $500. I think that's a good thing. They certainly should have. That's helpful. Are you expecting more bills as a result of your action?
Well, I have a $750 deductible that I have to meet for my insurance, which I would never usually use in a situation like this. And then it's 20% of all the remaining bills.
All right. Hey, it's 2017. You know what? A GoFundMe page. You'll be fine. All right, thanks.
Yeah, I'm sure everything's going to work out. I'm not too worried, but people have been very generous about, offering some donations. So
Christian, I meant what I said. You're a hero. Thanks for stepping up. You saved somebody's life. Appreciate you being with us.
All right.
All
cool.
right, take
Thanks.
care. All right, let's bring back our A-plus panel to weigh in. Jim, what do you think? I mean, the rescue crew pretty much forced him to go to the hospital. They're like, you got to go.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He has a point.
Yeah, but Bill, I have a different take on this thing.
All right, what is it?
If I lost my wallet, right, and someone brings it back, I'm going to give him a 20 spot or 40 spot, something like that, right? The other guy nearly lost his life. Why doesn't he pick up the premium, the deductible on this thing?
Now, obviously, what do you think? Legitimate claim on the money? I mean, I think the guy is definitely a hero.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a hero. That's not without a doubt. But to say that the mayor or the government should be paying you and your hospital bills is not, that can't happen.
Politicians spend and waste money all the time. This guy went in when they didn't have supervision, saved the guy, kept his head above water till law enforcement could come. I would be, if I were the mayor with one of those big checks, a key to the city, I'd be having that guy come in, hero, name the day.
So you blame the politician, Jim's blaming the victim.
Well, you know the way things are today, right, for everybody. No one wants to get involved. I'm surprised he just didn't go out and say, hey, there's somebody drowning out there, like most people would do. No, he went in and got it.
Absolutely. All right, guys, thanks.